I'm in western Nevada at a historic state park that I like to come to quite often. Come along with me as I show you this fascinating place. Hey, greetings! I'm at Fort Churchill State Park. Hey, I come here quite often because it's kind of close to home. And I wanted to check out my new awning to see if it actually worked, see if it fit the camper. It does, but it's a little big for what I needed. But hey, it works. It'll give me some shade this summer when it gets hot. As for the park, I'm going to take you around. There's a little hiking trail that goes around the fort. There's a little visitor center. It doesn't tell you, or it's not really big, but it does give you all the information that you need. So let's go check this out. And it's just a small visitor center, but it does give you all the information you need about the park. In the late 1850s, when silver was discovered in this area, miners were coming from all over the country, even the world. And there were problems that they were causing. They were going up into the mountains that you can see off in the distance there, and they were cutting down all the trees for their buildings, for heating, cooking, and for making charcoal for smelting the ore. Well, those trees just happened to have the pine nuts that the local natives were highly dependent on. And then one day, some of these miners kidnapped some local Paiute women, and that was the last straw. So, they raided Williams Station to get their women back, and that upset the miners. So 105 miners got together and formed a militia and went out to Pyramid Lake to teach the Paiutes a lesson. Well, didn't go the way they thought it would. The ones that got taught the lesson were the miners. Out of the 105 that joined the militia, only, 76 were killed. So, that was when it was proposed to build a fort. Fort Churchill right here. So in 1860, soldiers showed up, started making mud brick, and building this fort. So this was one of the barracks
where the enlisted men would stay. They only had dirt floors, meager little cots that they would sleep on. Apparently it was not a very comfortable life. This here was the mess hall. Wasn't much, and they didn't get much. Beef, salt pork, bread, coffee. Yeah, not much to brag about if you're hungry. They got $13 a month pay, along with these meager rations. But it was probably better to be stationed here than to be fighting in the Civil War, which was going on at the time they were building this. Here we have the powder magazine, and you can see that the long hard winter that we had took its toll on this building. And this wall has collapsed. It kind of gives us a view inside of the walls to see the mud bricks that they used to build these. So eventually the fort was closed down, and Samuel Buckland, who owned a nearby ranch and lived in a log cabin, bought it just for the wood and built this magnificent looking house. Fort Churchill and Buckland Station for you. Until next time, take care.